like in the Lantern Caverns in Twilight Princess. I would consider that an area where they're making the poor lighting a challenge on purpose.
Right. Is that one of them that's near Lake Helios?
I don't remember where they are, but there are two of them.
Because remember, in my last session, I'm putting up now, I went through a cave. It was very dark.
Yeah, basically either you have to use the lantern, or you have to be in wolf form and use sense.
Yeah, it's probably one in Lake Helios then. Because remember, I happened to pass a couple of toads while going through it. And I couldn't do bugger all about it. Because I was human weak.
Right. There's a, in this comic order... Oh yeah, see, now I'm back to... Oh, I must have... Yeah, because I bought a bunch from Owaka potions. In this comic order of the stick, there's a one strip that's a shout-out to Final Fantasy VI, and they have one of the characters, either Edgar or Cyan or one of them saying... So there I was with only 3 options. Fight, magic, and run... Or, no, fight, item, and run. And another character says, no magic. And he said it was still the first half of the game. What made me think of that again? I don't know. Oh, because you were talking about how you were in human form. And not wolf form.
Because Tarek has 2 forms, which that's human form and esper form.
Well, right, but that wasn't the point. The point was not being able to use magic. But the equivalent in Twilight Princess, I guess, rough equivalent would be when you can turn between the 2 forms at will. Which I don't think Terra can ever do. I think it's more of like a limit break or something. If I'm remembering correctly. So yeah, I'm looking all over the place for this Ronso, and I cannot find him. But that's okay, because I am gaining levels and abilities.
That's good.
And money.
That's very good.
The Sticky Fingers ability is like steel, but there's no failure chance.
Nice.
The downside is that it costs MP.
So where's this guy hiding then?
Funny thing is, he's not actually hiding. I just can't see him. Oh, also, it kind of, didn't mention this, but those teleporters, either they didn't work or they weren't there in the previous game, but you can go between the beginning of the Gagazet area and the mountain cave, and like somewhere on the mountain by using the teleporters. Another area where either it's a very low encounter rate or there are actually no monsters. I'm not sure which. This area will become more important next chapter. In fact, there's a certain scene that occurs somewhere around there. Probably possibly the most, I should say the most PG-13 rated scene in the game.
Like, I think I know which scene you're on about, but I won't say.
No, you won't. Because I don't want to spoil this. Because it is funny. And funnier when not spoiled. And at this point, I'm pretty sure I've gone past wherever that guy is. And I just wanted to save the game so I could quit for the night. Again, this was 3 separate recordings, as most of these seem to be. Yeah, So other than Faith's Scar, I've shown where all of the teleporters go. I think Faith's Scar must be the place where Tidus has the dream where Bahamut tells him that he is just a dream. If you remember that scene.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, okay, because there are a whole lot of faith in, like, this just clumped together in this thing, and someone notices that, okay, this will be a separate recording that I'm starting now, and someone notices that they're all being used for, like, some gigantic summoning, and then when Tidus has the dream, Bahamut explains to him that the summoning is sin. I think that's the explanation.
Probably.
Because I think Yevon was basically a summoner who summoned Sin and eventually couldn't stop summoning Sin. Just like was in a kind of a coma in which that was all he could do. And somehow turned into a cockroach-looking thing. Yeah, these wolves, called White Fangs, they have an insta-kill attack.
Ouch.
Yeah, they don't use it that often in this chapter, but in later chapters I think they use it more often.
I think I'm a couple of seconds behind you. You do temporary phrase, but I'm not too far behind.
108.44 is where I am now.
If I'm just come up to 108.20.
Alright, just put your video at 109. Now. Did it work?
You've got 109 now. They're fighting them wolf things. One thingy and whatever that is.
Well, what does your counter say?
108.23.
You're an entire minute behind.
I'll try and catch up.
This is another thing I don't understand why it never works. Are my seconds not the same as your seconds?
Like I'm at 109.42 now.
Just keep it there. I mean, keep it playing.
Yeah.
So considering that there is only one path to take, I find it surprisingly easy to get lost here. Now, how could I possibly get lost, you might wonder? It's because when I come out of battle, I don't always remember which direction I was going in before the battle. And it's not obvious which way is forward and which way is backwards.
I do that sometimes when we in this kind of situation.
Well, it's because it winds all around. Now, there were lots of treasure chests here in FF10, but I don't think there's a single one here in this game. Which disappoints me.
And you want your items, and you want them now.
I don't need them all now. I just like the sensation of, I got a thing.
Da-da-da-da.
Is this okay, Mommy? Is this okay, Mommy?
Yes, it's okay.
Did you see that, like, you know where that comes from?
No.
That's Nintendo Capri Sun. Like, he's talking about how when Link gets something, he holds it up, as if he's showing it to his mother. He even had a t-shirt with that briefly before, he realized that it was a copyright violation, or Nintendo told him that it was, and he had to stop. Oh, at Otakon, I haven't mentioned Otakon, but I got a shirt with that has Link in like a Luke Skywalker outfit and with a lightsaber, and it says the and then Triforce symbol is strong with this one.
I think I've seen that around before.
And then if you look closely, you can see that the thing that looks like Navi is actually R2-D2 with wings. I thought I could climb up this thing. I think you can climb up it in the next chapter, but for some reason not now.
You're climbing for you.
You know what? I just realized this is kind of like Kingdom Hearts 2, in that you spend several hours, or you can spend several hours, on basically an introduction sequence before you get into the main plot.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it is kind of the main plot in Kingdom Hearts 2, but it's hard to see a connection. So here's the Ronso.
There he is.
Okay, now I've talked to all of them.
Yay.
And if you're actually going just from the beginning to the end of this cave, from the bottom end to the top end, it doesn't take very long. It's the side paths that take a long time. Except the different one is oversold.
Oh no! That's pretty good. Pretty kill 3 of them.
Well, except he doesn't break your stuff when he's oversold.
No. At least it's not a big duck like that.
There was a message in response on a comment on a video that had one of the music tracks from the final boss fight in FF8. It said, yeah, I was in this fight. I got a message that said, Irvin's pain was blown away. And like, oh, that's great. Wait, shit! Because pain is a spell. Anyway, if you have a thief available when there's an oversold enemy, it's a good idea to steal gil because they generally give more gil than regular enemies. But I forgot that I had stolen from it already, so I tried to do it again and didn't get any more. In FF9, you can steal from an enemy multiple times. And actually, you want to do that because, you know, you can get better items, and also there's an ability that Zidane gets near the end of the game, and it has damage. It does damage dependent on how many times you've stolen successfully throughout the game.
Cool. That's sort of similar. Well, it's not exactly similar, but this ability in Final Fantasy VII, I think it's called Typical, which actually, the more times you run away from the battle, the stronger it is.
The more times you run away?
Yes.
That's silly.
I know, it's like, okay, I've got this item now. I'm never going to use it because I never run away.
Like Shinji, you mustn't run away. Actually, he does run away. A bunch of times. Oh, but which reminds me of Otakon again, because the English subtitled version of the third rebuild of Evangelion movie, I think, premiered at Otakon this year.
Did you get to see it?
Yes, I did. I don't mean that I think it was shown. I mean that I know it was shown, and I think it was the premiere of the official, subtitled version.
Ah.
Yeah, if you do see it, though, just kind of a warning, the first half an hour isn't going to make much sense, even if you've seen the first two movies.
Okie dokie.
Yes, this is their chance to bring back a bit character that was unexpectedly popular and give him a bigger role. And you probably know who that is.
Well, since I don't really know much of Evangelion.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Then you probably don't.
I know of it, but I don't think I've ever gone and watched it myself.
Yeah, I mean, there have been a lot of anime that I've seen that I have liked, but Evangelion was the one that I really liked. So Riku knows almost all of the Fiend Hunter abilities now. I think there's just one that she doesn't know.
And soon she will know it.
Yeah, so I'll have her, like, almost done with 2 different Dresspheres, which is good because she's going to get a new one soon that I'm going to have her use.
Cool.
And since it's one of the basic Dresspheres that there is no way to miss, I will just say what it is. It's the White Mage Dressphere.
Custom made just for you.
Which,
Just the one?
as you can tell, I need badly.
Yes.